Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all guys are doing well. And from last few days, I'm getting so much messages regarding that. Bhaiya, please explain how much do you spend monthly as a medical student, or in other way, some students were asking what about the charges of your food, your accommodation. So with all that, I have listed up all of them in this video, and it does not apply only to Fergana or any student living in Fergana. You can take it as a standard charges or expenses for any country you will go for your MBBS. So without any delay, let's get started. So after my tuition fees, visa and registration that I pay annually, I left with my monthly charges. Let suppose my accommodation, then my food, then my internet or SIM tariff, then my transport charges and some miscellaneous charges. So first, starting with the accommodation, talking about the hostel students, you have to pay 600 US dollar uh, annually. So for a month, it's approximately $50. And if you are living in apartment, it varies from apartment to apartment, but I will take it on average. It is around 100 US dollar for rent as well as all the bill. This is the maximum one student can expect. Then talking about the food in the mess or in the hostel, you will be charged around 100 to 120 US dollar for 1 month, and it will include your breakfast, your lunch as well as your dinner. So you will get all three meals, and in hostel you will get option of vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian food. So it's a no big brainer. If you want to go for vegetarian or non-vegetarian, there is a no problem. You can opt any of those. So the hostel provides facility for vegetarians as well as. So next point is, what about the charges of SIM tariffs or internet tariffs? So in Fergana compared to India, it is quite a little bit expensive side. Um, but I will suggest, as a newcomer, when you come to Fergana or Uzbekistan, you can opt for a lowest tariff, because in hostels or in apartments you have access to Wi-Fi also. So your basic surfing, your downloading, or your any binge watching etc. will be covered under Wi-Fi. And whenever you are traveling out of the hostel for classes or any other place, you will be need, like for calling or internet, you will be hardly requiring 8 to 10 GB for a month. So I will suggest you can go for around 30 to 40k SOM tariff, or you can choose according to your need. For starting, you can go for a lowest. Then if you find that it is not sufficient for you, then you can upgrade your tariff pack. Then talking about transportation, because it is also a part. Even in winters you cannot walk to the different departments, because temperature even goes to minus 10 to 15 degree also. Some students go by walk, but I will suggest for your health also that you can choose buses as well as taxis here. Bus will charge for, even from one point in the city to another point, it has a fixed charges that it will charge around 1500 some, that is in INR hardly 10 rupees, 10 or 12 rupees. But since the bus routes are bigger, so it will take much time from point A to point B. So I will suggest taxis as a ideal transportation choice, because when you are traveling in a group of 4 people, it will hardly charge you 2 or 3,000, that is around 15 to 20 rupees. So, and talking about monthly charges, it will hardly charge you 20 to 30 USD per month, and it applies for both your hostel student or your apartment student. Then we have, despite from this, we have some another miscellaneous charges, like you cannot always eat in mess, or you cannot always cook in apartment for yourself. Sometimes we have cravings or wishes to go outside on weekends, to go to the restaurants or any clubbing if you like. Then you can take a margin of around 20 to $30 for your miscellaneous charges for that. So for this, I will be summing up, because for my opinion, these are all charges a student ideally can spend on himself in a month, and it will cost around 245 to $240. I would say that he will charge around $240 per month if he is living in hostel, including his all charges, whether it is food, accommodation, transport, SIM tariff, miscellaneous, all are covered in this. It's around $240. And you are living in apartment, you will be around 245 to 250. It does not change because when you will come here you will experience that since the charge of your rent as well as accommodation increases, your expenses of food also decreases, because you are, if cooking as an individual, that won't cost that much, around 80 to $100 it will cost. So that's all for today, and if you have any other queries you can contact me. I will leave my contact details in the description, and if you want any another video on any specific topic, you can suggest me in the comment section. I will research on it, and if I find it useful for many students, I will surely make a video, separate video on this. And till then, take care, bye bye, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.